on Super Soul Sunday about finding meaning and purpose in our lives. Have you found yours through Whole Foods?
Absolutely. Whole Foods has been kind of my ashram. It's been my temple, or my place where my own spiritual growth has accelerated as a result of Whole Foods, no question.
And you say that there are a few questions that we all have to ask ourselves to discover our higher purpose. What are they?
We have to ask those questions about what do we care most about? What gets us excited? What are we passionate about? If we ask the questions about what do we most care about, what gets us excited, what are we passionate about, what gets us up in the morning, what do we dream about? Those are like windows into our soul. Those give indications of what our higher, deeper purpose is.
And yet most people never really stop to ask those questions. Did you?
I did. I'll tell you a little story about how I kind of got going on my path, even before Whole Foods. I was in University of Texas in Austin.
You don't sound Texan.
Well, I can talk Texan when I want to.
Okay.
But I was reading a book by this philosopher, John Paul Sartre, called...
you majored in philosophy,
yes,
didn't you?
Called Being in Nothingness. It's a big, thick tome. I like Sartre's novels, but this book was boring. I'm reading it because it was a signed text, right? And one night, I was about 19 years old, I just picked the book up, I threw it down on the ground. I said, I'm not going to read that anymore. I don't want to read that book anymore. I don't like it. And then I thought to myself, you know what? I'm never going to read another book in my life I don't want to read. I dropped that course the next day. And then I started dropping course after course because I made this vow to myself that I was only going to do things that I really wanted to do.
Damn it, how old were you?
19.
I'm just doing that at 60.
So I have 120 hours of electives.
Wow.
But no degree, because I just took courses I was interested in. I just studied what I was passionate about. And then I made this leap to, I'm never ever going to do anything in my life that I don't really want to do. And from that point forward, I took control of my own life.
Yeah.
And when you're young, if you know...
So early on, you had the kind of higher consciousness, or certainly clarity about yourself to really form your own path.
I think at an early age, Oprah, I became very conscious of death. I got that we are just passing through here. We look around and this is a beautiful world.
Yeah.
And we should enjoy the beauty of it, but we can't stay here. We're just moving through it. And so life is short. It's too short, really, in my opinion, to do
And you say
things.
death is certain for sure.
Death is certain. Nobody gets out of here alive.
Nobody's getting out alive.
Nobody's getting out alive.
So then the question becomes, you say, how are you going to live it?
Yes. What is your purpose? Why are you alive? I mean, I think we reference in the book the two most important days of a human being's life. Day number 1 is the day you were born. Most people think the day number 2 is when their first child is born, or when they get married, or when they die. But of course, when you die, that's the end of your life. No, the second most important day of your life is the day you discover why you were born.
Wow.
So I discovered that at a pretty early age, and I've been fairly true to it ever since. And it's led me on this incredibly wonderful journey. I'm very happy. I'm very fulfilled.